Hey everyone, what's up? It's about 7:10. I'm gonna do this best I can because my mom went to see my older sister play softball. She has this little softball team she put together for her local CrossFit that she takes part of. So I could have gone, but I just felt like resting because, folks, it's been a heck of a week for me at my job. You know, so and the fact that I'm off today and I'm off tomorrow, and then of course I got to work on my birthday. Maybe we'll still do something then. But anyway, with that said, um, I thought I'd come out here and talk about something that I've talked about before, and this is basically a little bit of a, I guess you could say, it's it's about a day and a half early, maybe just an early birthday request as to anything. But it's a request that hopefully, nobody has to be creative. They just have to look around and see if maybe they can find something very similar. You know, when I've come on here lately, over the past year, since December, if not since December of last year, if not a little before that, I've talked about how I feel that the time is right. The time is now for a female artist, female singer, if you will, to do their own interpretation of Peter Gabriel's Sledgehammer. And I'm not talking just the song. I'm talking do their own interpretation of a music video very similar to it. Now I've mentioned some female artists that sort of got that down a little bit. That sort of kind of understand exactly maybe what we want. Well, not what we want, but what I want to see. What was her name? What was her name? Kira Grains or whatever her name is. The young girl that does "In Your Arms," the one that set the record for using the most jelly beans in a video, or in this case, stop motion video. She kind of got it down herself. I mean, basically, where she falls back into an ocean of jelly beans, and thus when she hits, she becomes like, if you pause it, you kind of see her body becoming jelly beans, and all of a sudden, as soon as she goes into the ocean, all you see left is her lips, and little wings sprout out from it, and she's singing from there. It's like, I'm like, okay, she gets it. She gets it. Then there's, what was her name? Lander C, or Lander 6. She kind of gets it with one of her videos she did. It was mostly animation, but it's mostly like her head, and all of a sudden, it's in there's different animations. She's kind of going through a metamorphosis, like she becomes different shapes and all that. But she kind of got it there, but not really, in a sense. And then recently, I saw Kimba. Kimba apparently she did a duet with Guyot on Somebody That I Used to Know, the song Somebody I Used to Know. And when I saw what she had done with him, I was thinking, I wonder. So I looked, and apparently she is kind of similar in creativity, because her latest one, which was Gold Mine, does have stop motion. I was thinking, as I was watching this, will she not? And it's towards the end of this music video where the stop motion gold goes up her body, or up the jacket she's wearing, covers her face, and then just shoots out of her face. And I'm thinking, okay, that's cool, but that's basically how the video ends. It doesn't show anything else but that. I mean, it shows stop motion of, like, she's making everything into gold and everything by, making everything gold come out and everything, but to me, it's like, is that how it ends? Is that it? And I thought, okay, it's a good start. It's a good start. But to me, I've always looked at um, I've always looked. How do I put this? Um, I've always looked at the possibility that it's out there, that there's a possibility out there. I look at and I look at all these upcoming female artists, and I look at some of the established ones, and I'm thinking to myself, yes, they've done these kind of videos, but not the way I would like to see. And I'm sure I'm not the only one, because I'm sure as I'm filming this, I know I'm not the only one that would like to see a music video remake of Peter Gabirel's Sledgehammer music video, but done to another artist's song, and mostly a female artist. And again, like I said, there are some examples to where you think, okay, you could see that they kind of are inspired by that a little bit, but they're not totally going all the way. And I always wonder, why. And I'm thinking maybe it's because the director doesn't want to cover up the female's face or anything like that, and it's like, it's only a temporary deal. A temporary deal. I mean, you see her you see her facial features for the most of the video. It's like a temporary deal. It's like she's saying this and that. She's letting this metamorphosis to claymation, stop motion, pixelization, or even CGI if you want to go with that. You're letting that tell the story, or help tell the story of the song, I should say. So, to me, it's more like, it's more like I know the possibilities there. They know the possibilities there, but they just haven't capitalized on it. And I truly believe one is out there. Whether it's here in the States, international, which obviously seems to be one of the main areas, or not, I know it exists. I know there's a video or videos that exist in that manner, that you have a female singer and artist that have done that have made a video very similar in style, in tune, to what Peter Gabirel's Sledgehammer was. And, I've been trying to find it, and like I said, there have been times I've become very close. I go to Vimo, and obviously they got all these different groups and channels, and when I look through a lot of them, it's like I know it's there, I just seemingly can't find it. But anytime I do click on one that seems very similar, it's like I feel I'm getting closer to actually finding the one I'm looking for. And that's one thing I've also noticed with some of the upcoming artists, either they be male or female. I've noticed that sometimes, most of the time when they do the music videos, they will start with stop motion, CGI, claymation, whatever. And here's why. Because I think they realize that is that kind of style they realize, sorry about that, I was checking something. But they realize that kind of style is what helped put Peter on the map back in 1986. I mean, think about it. Back then, if you were like me, I was like about 6 years old. You're a young kid, your sisters are into MTV a little bit. So you end up watching it one time with them, and you see this pop up. You're thinking, holy crap, what is this? And it's mesmerizing, because suddenly you're seeing this person that's singing all of a sudden turn into these different things. mostly into the middle part of the video. Like all of a sudden you see all these fruits surrounding the person, and all of a sudden when they surround and engulf him, all of a sudden, next thing you know, you see nothing but a fruit face, a fruit version of his face. It splits apart and all that, and then changes a little bit when it comes back together. It's like, what the heck? Then you see the claymation part, and you see all of a sudden he hits his face with the sledgehammers, and all of a sudden there's nothing left but a mouth on a wall, and on a pink wall, and then all of a sudden a yin yang song becomes his face, and then the claymation. It's just stuff that you think, wow, this is unbelievable. And again, it's only for like a short period. And to me, I always look at that and I think, this can be done once again. And I believe it can take a female artist to do it. I really do. I really think a female artist singer can pull this off. I really do. And like I said, they could do it to their own song, and they can even take it a step further. They don't just have to focus on their face. Sometimes you can also focus on the whole body, and you can do the same things. You know, and that's why I'm always constantly looking. And that's why, as a birthday request, because my birthday is this Saturday. I'm turning 36. But as a birthday request, I would like to know if anybody out there knows. I am asking anybody if anybody knows of and has seen a female artist and singer's music video that's very similar to Peter Gabirel's Sledgehammer. I am asking for you guys to look. If you could let me know through a private message, through the comments down below. I am asking you guys to let me know what you find. Because quite honestly, folks, I know it's out there. Like I said, the latest example, if not the closest so far, has been Kimba. And that was this year. As a matter of fact, that music video debuted, what was it? What's today? The 23rd? That video debuted about 8 days ago. So again, I know it's out there. You know, when I look at Fifth Harmony and what 5H did, as people like to call them, I'm thinking, they could have done their Sledgehammer song in claymation. They could have done it with stop motion. They could have done it in the same vein as Peter did with his, to kind of pay homage, if you will. When they come up with lines like, when you hit my pulse, it feels like a sledgehammer. They could have had a claymation or stop motion deal where the pulse turns into a freaking sledgehammer. Or stuff like that. They could have done it. Everybody knows that. But again, I know there's a music video out there, or video entirely, it's similar, step by step, scene by scene almost, to Peter Gabirel's Sledgehammer. I know there is, from a female singer/artist perspective. I know there is. So I'm asking, as a birthday request, for anybody that may know of one, let me know in the comments. I would really appreciate it. It's just something that I feel needs to be found. And if not, I feel that for any female singer or artist watching, it's something that I feel, in any stop motion, claymation, inspiring, artist in stop motion, claymation, or even experienced, I believe it's something that needs to be done. It should be taken into consideration. But I do believe one is out there. So for anybody watching, please let me know. Comment down below. I would greatly appreciate it. And I will talk to y'all later. I am